You can't live your life for other people. You've got to do what's right for you, even if it hurts some people you love. Sometimes good things fall apart, so better things can fall together. Despite everything, it's still you. Challenge and adversity are meant to help you know who you are. Storms hit your weakness, but unlock your true strength. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Change the world by being yourself. Your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do. Your attitude determines how well you do it. You are always stronger and more resourceful than you give yourself credit for. Worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrow. It empties today of its strength. With confidence, you have won before you have started. Planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. People don't resist change. They resist being changed. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. If you wait for something, all that happens is that you get older. Resilience is knowing that you are the only one that has the power and the responsibility to pick yourself up. True wisdom requires both thinking with our head and understanding with our heart. Our anxiety does not come from thinking about the future, but from wanting to control it. The first duty of a man is to think for himself. To succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. You cannot change what you are, only what you do. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible. Then suddenly you are doing the impossible. The world you desire can be won. It exists. It is real. It is possible. It is yours. If a goal is worth having, it's worth blocking out the time in your day-to-day life necessary to achieve it. You must learn to let go, release the stress. You were never in control anyway. You have to fight through some bad days to earn the best days of your life. Life is just a race against time, so have a good time. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Never let yesterday use up today. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. If something is wrong, fix it now. But train yourself not to worry. Worry fixes nothing. If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for ordinary. We are all faced with a series of great opportunities, brilliantly disguised as impossible situations. You can waste your lives drawing lines, or you can live your life crossing them. You have to accept whatever comes, and the only important thing is that you meet it with the best you have to give. Just because your path is different from others doesn't mean you're lost. It is difficult to make the right choice if you fear choosing wrongly. Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you. Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses and start making changes. They always say time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself. Go forth on your path, as it exists only through your walking. The art of living lies less in eliminating our troubles than in growing with them. Life isn't something you possess, it's something you take part in. Life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forwards. You can have it all, just not all at once. Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see further. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. On the other side of a storm is the strength that comes from having navigated through it. Raise your sail and begin. Although the world is full of suffering, it is full also of the overcoming of it. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide you're not going to stay where you are. Be brave to stand for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. The pain you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that is coming. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing the poor hand well. Fear is just excitement in need of an attitude adjustment. The world stands aside to let anyone pass who knows where he is going. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Finding the lesson behind every adversity will be the one important thing that helps get you through it. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. I have learned not to allow rejection to move me. It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen. We build too many walls and not enough bridges. I don't believe you have to be better than everybody else. I believe you have to be better than you ever thought you could be. It's not who you think you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. Often any decision, even the wrong decision, is better than no decision. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. The truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek it. Climb the mountain to see the world, not so that the world can see you. The greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one. Work hard in silence. Let success be your noise. Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. Don't be discouraged. It's often the last key in the bunch that opens the lock. You just can't beat the person who never gives up. If you don't stand up for something, you can fall for anything. Your own resolution to succeed is more important than any others. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. Never will you have this day again, so make it count. Don't be afraid to give up the good for the great. Forgive yourself for your faults and your mistakes, and move on. When you accept yourself, the whole world accepts you. At the end of the day, let there be no excuses, no explanations, no regrets. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. If it is important to you, you will find a way, not an excuse. No matter how hard you work to bring yourself up, there's someone out there working just as hard to put you down. Sorrow looks back. Worry looks around. Faith looks up. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Your mind will answer most questions if you learn to relax and wait for the answer. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Only you have the power to determine whether your future mimics your past. Not until we are lost do we begin to truly find ourselves. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. If you're serious about changing your life, you'll find a way. If you're not, you'll find an excuse. The best way out is always through. If you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path. It's not the load that keeps you down. It's how you carry it. We must embrace pain and burn it as fuel for our journey. The days are long, but the years are short. Everything you want is on the other side of fear.